Today we're going to be showing you guys the install for the 2.5 Gen Rogue Light Bar Grille. This light bar grill is going to come with or without Raptor lights, and it includes all of the same features on our other Rogue light bar grills. So if you want to take a closer look at everything this thing has, go ahead and watch the video. Tyler's going to link that somewhere, but that will show all of the features that this grill comes with. This is going to be fitting the 2.5 Gen Tacoma. So anything from 2012 to 2015, this will fit your truck. Super excited to put this on, super excited to show you guys what it looks like on my truck. Let's go ahead and get into the install. All right, so your Rogue Light Bar Grill is going to come in this box. Everything inside is going to be included for the installation. We got the grill itself, and then we have all of your wiring harnesses. So you'll have your wiring harness for your light bar, you'll have an add a fuse and harness for your Raptor lights. That's gonna be everything you'll need. Tools, we got some tools right here. We got a plastic pry tool, a 13mm on my drill, and then a Phillips head for my other drill. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so just a general overview of what the install is going to look like today. We're first gonna pop the hood, and then we're going to be removing the grill shroud on the front of the Tacoma. So the only thing you'll need to remove is this piece right here. Once we have that removed, we need to separate that outer white piece with the inner grill part, and that's what the Phillips head is gonna be useful for, and this plastic pry tool. Once we do that, we'll put this piece onto that white grill shroud, and then we'll just put everything back on the truck. We'll wire everything up, and then we'll have our Rogue Light Bar Grill installed. All right, just a disclaimer, even though my truck has a front bumper, this will still install the same way if you have an OEM bumper. There will be some clips on the bottom of this shroud that mine currently doesn't have, so mine will come out a little bit easier than yours, but I'll show you. You're just gonna get behind it and pretty much just unclip it from behind. So we're gonna first start by removing these two bolts up top, and then there's gonna be some clips up on the top as well. You'll just hit those with your plastic pry tool, and then the top piece will be loose from the truck. All right, now that this top portion is loose, my truck does not have this, but there are going to be a couple more clips behind here. You can just get behind there with your thumb and kind of like push each one out. Since I don't have an OEM front bumper, don't need those clips, so you're just gonna pull the grill straight out. Once you got all those clips on the top and the bottom removed, you should just be able to pull this straight out. Now I have Raptor lights on my old TRD Pro grill, so I'm just gonna disconnect those real quick. If you don't have Raptor lights though, it just pops right out. All right, so our next step is going to be removing this plastic black piece from the outer grill shroud. There's gonna be a series of both clips and screws around this whole thing. First, you're gonna wanna just remove all of the screws. From that, then you'll wanna go ahead and remove all of these clips. It's kind of difficult, but if you just start kind of working your way around, you'll get it. And you're just gonna do that until both of these pieces separate. So right now I'm just going around and taking all of these bolts out. There's gonna be a lot of them around this whole grill. Just kind of find all these ones on the outer edges. Those are gonna be the ones you wanna remove. Once you do that, then we're gonna get started on getting all these clips out. So these screws are gonna be a Torx bit, not a Phillips bit. So just make sure you have one of those. It's a pretty small size. I'm not exactly sure on what size they are, but you're just gonna wanna go ahead and unscrew all of those around the grill. All right, now that we have all the screws removed, there's going to be clips just along this outer edge of the grill. You're going to want to start getting all of those clips loose. It's a little bit difficult, but once you get a few of these loose, then the rest are a lot easier to get out. Once you got all those clips unclipped from the grill, you should just be able to pop this right off. This is gonna be your old grill, whether that's a TRD Pro or this is stock. Just go ahead and set this to the side. And then here is our new Rogue Light Bar Grill. We're just gonna set this over that grill shroud, line up where those clips went and then just start popping it into place. Once we have those clips popped in, we're gonna go ahead and start screwing these little Torx screws back into place. Then the grill is ready to go back on the truck. All right, we've got all of our screws in. There are going to be a few less spots than on your OEM grill, so I had 2 extra bolts left over. But now the grill is ready to go on the truck. All right, we're now just going to line the grill up with these tabs on either side, and then we're just going to get it all lined up with each hole that each of the bolts go through and those clips go through. So just go ahead and feed this through. It should line up like that, and then it'll kind of fit into place. Especially if you have these tabs on the bottom here, you'll hear them click into place. Also make sure that you do not pinch any wires as you're putting this on. Okay, the grill is on. We're gonna go ahead and screw these 2 bolts on the top down, put those 2 clips on the side down. You are gonna have a couple more clips on the bottom you wanna put in, and then we're good to start wiring it up. All right, so you're gonna wanna have access to your fuse box here. I have my switch panel sitting kind of on top of it, so I'm just gonna move that out of the way and then get in here through all the wires and just pop this lid off. All right, so for the Raptor lights, we're gonna wanna tap into our fuse box so the lights come on when the truck comes on. Now there's 2 fuses that I recommend. The first one is going to be the EF1 fuse right here. When I was first running Raptor lights on my truck, I used this fuse because it turns the lights on when the truck is on. The downside of this is whenever your emission system is running on your truck, which can happen even though the truck is off, your lights will kick on for a few seconds. I just like running it because it'll run even when my headlights are off. You can use the EF1 fuse at your own risk. I never had any issues with doing it, but I have seen some people say that their battery got worn down over time. I never had an issue, but that's just something to know. The one that won't wear down your battery and will just turn on whenever you want it to, and it won't randomly turn on when your truck is off, is just like by tapping into one of these headlight fuses. You have the left low beam and the right low beam. Either of those will work. This will only turn the Raptor lights on when your headlights are on. So if you want it on all the time, EF1. If you only want it on when your headlights are on, use either of these fuses right here. They're 10 amps, so go ahead and get your add a fuse. Make sure there's 2 10 amp fuses in here, and then go ahead and tap into your fuse box. All right, I just removed that 10 amp fuse on the EF1. I'm gonna use the EF1 slot. Then you're good to just plug in your add a fuse, and then we can close up the fuse box. All right, and then we're gonna just ground our Raptor lights. There is a bolt right here that is where your battery grounds to. Just go ahead and loosen that up a little bit, and then you can wedge this in between and tighten it down. Okay, so now we're just going to plug in all of our Raptor lights. You have 3 connections right here, and then on the back side of the grill, we'll also have 3 more connections. Just go ahead and clip those into place. Cool thing about these, they have this little rubber gasket, so you shouldn't get water inside, and it'll make your Raptor lights last through the elements. All right, those are all hooked up. Now to wire the light bar. Okay, so next we're gonna wanna get the light bar wired. So you'll have a switch for your light bar right here. And then the harness for the light bar, and then the rest of the harness for it. So we're gonna install the switch last because you wanna wire this through your firewall, and you don't wanna be trying to get this through there. So we'll get the light bar connected, get everything through the firewall, and then we'll get this thing hooked up. All right, so this is gonna be the connector for the light bar. You're just gonna wanna plug this in. There'll be a little click. That's how you know you're good to go. Then we're going to take the rest of this harness, try and untangle it the best you can, but we're gonna feed this end down here. This end right here is going to be going through the firewall because it's going to connect to your switch. All right, so we're going to get this through the firewall. There's going to be a boot down here. I already cut a slit in the boot just because I have a ton of other things wired, but you can do that. You can also just kind of pull the boot out and put the wire through that way. And then it's gonna pop out the other side right by where your parking brake is. So just kind of work this way through. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but if you just kind of keep at it, eventually it'll pop out on the other side. All right, so we got our wire fed through, so you're just gonna wanna connect this right here until you hear pop, which mine is good. Now, your kit is going to include both a tall switch and a short switch. If you have a tall switch, you'll just feed it into one of these blank slots right here on the left of the steering wheel. Mine is a TRD off-road, so all of these slots are filled. On any other trim, you won't have the rear locker or the downhill assist, so you can just feed into one of those. If you do have a TRD off-road, we'll give you a short switch so you can get into one of the blanks on your center console. So there are 2 blanks right there. You're just gonna wanna go ahead and feed it into one of those. If you have a switch panel, this won't be a problem. You can just run these wires into your switch panel, and your switch panel will act as your switch. All right, the last bit of wiring you will need to do to get your Rogue Light Bar Grille working is just to give it power. So you have a positive and a negative. You're just gonna wanna put these directly onto the battery. So you'll have a bolt right here that you can loosen, throw this on the positive side, and then that same ground that we used earlier for the Raptor lights, go ahead and loosen that and throw this on here for your ground. Once you have those connected, your switch is just gonna operate and turning it on and off. So we're gonna get these thrown on, and then we're gonna test out our light bar. All right, we got our light bar wired up and the grill is installed. We think it looks amazing on the 2.5 gen. If you wanna get one of these for your 2nd gen Tacoma, they are live now on our website. They are also available for the 3rd gen Tacoma and 4th gen Tacoma, as well as the early 2nd gen. Make sure to leave a comment what you guys think in the comment section below, and let us know what other videos or what other install videos you guys would like to see on our channel. Make sure to subscribe, and thanks again for watching.